So, before starting today's video, let me ask you a question. What is the job of a politician? First, campaigning for a vote, putting other morale down, or be a part of a scam? The answer is none of the above. In our country, unfortunately, there are two types of politicians. First one, the person who stand in election only for winning and satisfying his personal motive only. And second, who stand for doing something for our country. The second option is quite rare, and the person who joins the second option is not treated as a politician. It is called a leader. So Atal Bihari Vajpayee was not a politician. He was a seer class, a leader. Perhaps our generation or our descendant will not understand the contribution of his work, but we can feel the impact of his work as because the 25th December, the birthday of Atalji, is celebrated as a good governance in our country. To understand his value addition, we have to first consider his work. His work was mainly focused on the nation and how our nation will grow. For this, he has introduced a fast-track growth, which include the Golden Quadrilateral and Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. In the case of the Golden Quadrilateral, around 3 lakh peoples were employed. Atalji was well known and aware of the fact that if you want to increase the enhance the financial situation of our nation, we have to promote the domestic trade. For promoting domestic trade, we need a better infrastructure in the form of road, and proper information about how to do the business. Firstly, taking on the roads, that's why he built a Golden Quadrilateral. When he established or when he promoted this idea in the parliament, every critics of his laughed at him and said, where do we get the funds? We don't have any other funds, we cannot take loans from the World Bank. But he was very much dedicated to this work. His work suggests his name, Atal. He was Atal on this path and just want to do betterment for our country. That's why he promoted a Golden Quadrilateral, which connect the four metropolitan cities of our nation. That is Chennai, Delhi, Kolkata, and Mumbai. After doing this, our GDP has been really enhanced because of proper infrastructures. The Supreme Court has mentioned once that in last 30 years, 50% of the road were made by the NDA government, or to be specific, the government of Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So this is a sheer impact and profound impact on our life. The second thing he invested in most is education. Often you have listened to say different person that if you give a man a fish for a day, you will feed him for a day. But if you teach him how to do fishing, then you can feed him for the life. This was the base of his thinking about education. School Chale Hum. I don't think how many numerous time I have listened this on the national television of our country, the Doordarshan, that Atal Bihari Vajpayee will come with the 2 children and just promoted and sing in joy that we will go to the school and enhance our education system. School Chale Hum was the first enhancement in this project. He also launched the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, in which the education was free to the age of 6 years and 14 years. By introducing this in 2001, till the date until 2005, 60% of the children which were not going to school were joined in the school, and this and the non-schooling child were reduced by around 50 to 54%. To be approximate, it is around 55.88%. This is the global report published by the World Bank, and this we can say that, and because of this we can say that the Atal Bihari Vajpayee has huge impact on our daily life. His third motive was to focus on nation. It was not like the Atal Bihari Vajpayee. His tenure was not a fairy tale. In his tenure, India was faced many miserable situations like 2 cyclones, 3 earthquake, and Kargil war, and then finally the infamous incident, the parliamentary attack. I mean, like, is this a real? Because after so many adverse situations, Atal Bihari Vajpayee was so dedicated to his work. This can be proved by the fact that between his tenure of 6 years, the GDP growth is always increased to 8%. 8% in every financial year. Atal Bihari Vajpayee has also launched the Chandrayaan. In his 56th independence speech on the Red Fort, he mentioned that India is ready to fly India is ready to fly in the technological aspects also. He make India a nuclear state by in 1999. I guess you have all seen the film Pokhran, that how well he managed all the adverse situation and all the pressures put on by the United States of Nation and United Nation. After doing so many great works, you know what? He lose in the 2004 election. I think we don't deserve these leaders, because we are a very fecal and very miserable mindset that we only promote our own caste, our own creed, our own religion person. We don't see the person who have done so many in our life. We just focus on our insecurities, and we are behaving like a crab-minded peoples. Atal Bihari Vajpayee has mentioned in his speech, and I will let you know his full speech, his last speech of his parliament before he was overthrown from his throne. Let's listen to this.
Please listen. जिनमें चर्चा न हो, देश आज संकटों से घिरा है, और ये संकट हमने पैदा नहीं किए। जब जब कभी आवश्यकता पड़ी, संकटों के निराकरण में हमने उस समय की सरकार की मदद की है। उस समय के प्रधानमंत्री नरसिंह राव जी ने भारत का पक्ष रखने के लिए मुझे विरोधी दल के नेता के नाते जिनेवा भेजा था, और पाकिस्तानी उसे देखकर चमत्कृत रह गए। उन्होंने कहा कि ये कहां से आए, क्योंकि उनके यहाँ विरोधी दल का नेता ऐसे राष्ट्रीय कार्य में भी सहयोग देने के लिए तैयार नहीं होता। वो हर जगह अपने सरकार को गिराने के काम में लगा रहता है। ये हमारी परंपरा नहीं है, ये हमारी प्रकृति नहीं है, और मैं चाहता हूं ये परंपरा बनी रहे, ये प्रकृति बनी रहे। सत्ता का खेल तो चलेगा, सरकारें आएंगी जाएंगी, पार्टियां बनेगी बिगड़ेंगी, मगर ये देश रहना चाहिए, इस देश का लोकतंत्र अमर रहना चाहिए।